NBA rumors: Miami Heat want to trade for Saddiq Bey. The Miami Heat are interested in acquiring Saddiq Bey. The Miami Heat are a team that clearly needs to make some moves. They are currently a team that is 10th in the Eastern Conference, despite making the Eastern Conference Finals in the 2022 playoffs. There is no doubt that the Heat need to make moves to add more talent if they are to be competitive in the loaded Eastern Conference. Heat insider Adam Borei revealed that the team is interested in trading for Detroit Pistons forward Saddiq Bey. Have heard for a few weeks now that there is some interest from Miami. There was also interest on draft day a few years ago. I think it would be a great fit. Saddiq feels like the exact type of player the Heat should be targeting. The Heat and Pistons have had conversations about a few players over the last year, so it's not difficult to imagine that there would be some rapport there already. There is no doubt that a 3-and-D forward like Saddiq Bey is the perfect player on the wing for the Miami Heat. He knows how to play a complementary role, and would be a good fit next to Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Since the Miami Heat consider those two players untradeable. The Miami Heat will have competition when trading for Saddiq Bey. There is no doubt that Saddiq Bey is a young player with some untapped potential and that makes him valuable to a number of teams. The Miami Heat will likely have some competition when trying to trade for him, and a report previously indicated that the Wizards, Clippers, and Mavericks could be interested in acquiring him as well. Sources told HoopsWire that the Wizards, Clippers and Mavericks may be among the teams interested in Bey, though could not confirm if any have actually contacted the Pistons. It remains to be seen which team ends up getting Saddiq Bey. He is definitely a player that still needs development and a steady flow of minutes. The Miami Heat are a team that would certainly be a good fit for him in that aspect. Hopefully, we see Saddiq Bey end up in a place where he can contribute to winning basketball and be the best player that he can possibly be. It remains to be seen if he gets moved, or whether the Detroit Pistons end up keeping him. NBA trade rumors: the Detroit Pistons' asking price for Saddiq Bey is high. The asking price, if indeed accurate, is not surprising. Bey is 23 years old and hasn't even reached his ceiling yet. He has been productive through the first 3 years of his career and is averaging 14 points and 4 rebounds per game this season on 40% shooting from the field. Even though he hasn't been as efficient as you'd want, he is still a really young player and is a good defender. He is a player that, if committed to, could really blossom in the right developmental system. The question is, does the large asking price water down his trade market? Will any team be willing to offer an unprotected first-round pick for Saddiq Bey? An unprotected first-round pick is a large ask. What does it mean? It likely means that the Pistons don't really want to trade Bey, but if a team comes with an unprotected first-round pick, it is probably something they have to accept. The Pistons have a vast collection of young talent and Bey is probably a secondary piece. They'd, in essence, be open to trading him for the right offer. But I think this high asking price proves that the Pistons aren't trying to trade Bey. It is one of those situations where if a team offers something that the Pistons can decline, they won't. Perhaps similar to what we saw last season when the Sacramento Kings traded Tyrese Haliburton at the trade deadline. Bey is a name to keep an eye on heading into NBA trade deadline season, but, at least for now, I don't believe a lot can change between now and the trade deadline, but Bey seems like a mainstay in Detroit.
A great call by Mike Green.